Hey everyone, Tony Walsh. Welcome back to the channel, and I guess this would be the beginning of a what's new at the farmstead video. Well, you know, we've had all these rains, we've had all these winds, and with all these pecan trees or pecan trees, whatever you want to call them, limbs come falling down. Well, Jackie and I come over here today to help bless Nana pick up limbs, and bless her heart, at her age, she has worked like a dog today to get all these limbs up. So, you know, just got to say thank you to her for the hard worker, the hard worker she still is at 84 years old. I think that's right on her age. Uh, she picked up every one of these limbs, and in this yard there is 12 trees, I think, and across the street I think there's, give or take, 20 to 22, 25, somewhere in that range there. And while none of them were big, huge limbs, you know, they were all small stuff, but it makes it aggravating when you're mowing the yard and you hear them things clang, 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 you know, under the mower decks. She has picked some up, and, you know, I'm big limbs I'm trying to cut up for cooking wood, but these were all too small, so I needed to burn them. And I think I've talked about this before, but I'm going to just talk about it again, about why I'm burning them and why I'm burning them the way I'm burning them. So let me get the camera turned around. So a couple months back, I showed this is our old fire brick bricks from the Subdivision house. You know, we took it out of the yard where grass would start growing back. So I brought them over here to bless Nana's house, and you can see her house is right there. You can see Jackie's truck. There was a stump in this thing, and it was about 2 foot tall. So just went ahead and burned it as much as I could. And you can see I've got this pile here all the way over to this edge, because there's just a little piece of that stump that's still sticking above grade. So if I can get it below grade, we can go to mowing. You know, I don't want to rent no mini excavator or anything like that. Don't want to dig a hole with a front end loader bucket, because that just makes an ugly hole, and we got enough holes in the yard already. You can see a low spot there where a holly tree used to be, but we just put that tree in, and if I said it was a smoke tree, I'd be wrong. And then over there by them other plants right there, that's a low spot, because you can actually see, if you see that metal pipe there, Nana cannot remember what that's for, but there's one right there above grade right there that I need to dig both of them up. But that used to be the well, the shallow well to the early 1900s house that's sit here. One day I got to get Nana and Aunt Till and Aunt Nell to sit here and talk about growing up in this 4-bedroom house that had 4, 5, 6, had 7 people in it. Little, not 4-bedroom, 4-room house, had 7 people in it, you know. So it's great to still have access to these stories. So I need to sit down with them someday and do a video on that. But that's the first clip, or the first 2 opening clips of what's new this week on the farmstead. So let's go see what the next clip's all about. Well, I've been trying to catch an armadillo for a month, and we've had eggs in there and mealworms with no success with the armadillo. But we did catch the possum. And what I done, one of my viewers left me a message, or left me a comment that said, put some apple slices with peanut butter, and lo and behold, that worked. But now Bless Nana's decided she wants to keep the possum, so I'm going to turn it loose. Come on. Come on. Come on. All right, you got to come on out of there. Come on. He's limping a little bit. Ah, he's taking off. There he goes. As you can hear, it's raining outside, so can't do any mowing, but I can do some repairs. So I had a flat tire on the front of our lawnmower, and so I went to jack it up, and somewhere during the move, the plug has come out. So every time I try to pump, it just spits fluid out, so I've got to get a new plug for that. But luckily this Gravely is light enough on the front end, I was able to pick it up and put blocks under it where I could get to the tire. But what I ended up having to do was carry it over to Cousin Jim's because the big compressor doesn't work. The little one didn't have enough junk in the trunk to blow this tire up back on the rim because they had come off. So you can see it's wet here where I sprayed some WD-40 in there just to hope it would slide up on the rim, and blew it up, and now this tire is aired up. So again, I can't mow, but at least that's one repair that is done. Okay, just an update on the pecan trees. You can see right here, got a cluster of 3, another cluster of 3, cluster of 4, cluster of 4. So the trees are looking good. So of course Nana keeps them mowed. About time for me to put some more fertilizer to them, so I got to do that, but Lord, I got to get out of the rain. Hey, you just saw where I was burning the last of that stump out. So I have taken the fire pit bricks out and have mowed that, so now Nana can mow and not have to go around that stump. There's a little bit of an indention there, and as soon as they get the weeds out of the field, I'll take some of that topsoil and level that back out where it's not as bumpy. And I have built a new one, removed the bricks down here on the other end of the yard. Get out here where you can see right, well, you can see the pit right there. That stump's only about 6 or 7 inches tall, but enough where you had to go around it with a mower and then had your weed eat around it. So I moved the bricks down there, and I've already started piling limbs up in it. So hopefully, as bad as I hate picking up pecan limbs, I need some limbs now where I can start burning that stump. Now, in all these what's new at the farmstead videos, I have forgot to show you what's still here at the subdivision house. And so here you see Jackie's got strawberries in this green stalk. And our youngest granddaughter, Livy, when she comes over, this is her first place that she runs to, because she'll eat the strawberries right off these things. Jackie has to pick them with her, that way we can go in, she can take them in the house and wash them, because if not, she'll eat them straight off the plant right there. And I have forgot to, you can see these 3 spots where our raised beds were here. We've got them gone in hopes that the grass will start growing over the top of them. And it is wet here. You can probably hear my feet sloshing in the grass. But here's our 2 blueberry bushes that we planted last year. This one doesn't have anything on it, and I do not remember the varieties. Jackie does. But I'll take that back. It's got one there and one there. But now this one here is loaded. And the blackberries, they are loaded. They just haven't started turning yet. They did pick a couple off yesterday. They are going to be big, and they are going to be juicy. And then we have one raspberry bush right here. You can see they're going to be big and juicy as well. Well, folks, that's it for this edition of What's New at the Farmstead, because there really wasn't nothing new. You can see it is raining again today, and that's the problem. It rains every afternoon, or near about every afternoon. So when I get home from work, I can't hardly do anything. And if it's not raining, it's too wet to do anything. You know, I need to get the rolling cultivator in the garden for the corn, the peas, and all that, and it is way too wet for a tractor to get in there. It's too big to cultivate by hand, so that is what it is. And I hope y'all can hear me, but I do thank you for watching. Thank you for all your support. If you're a new viewer and you've hung around this long, I hope you'll give me that thumbs up and consider subscribing, because I promise you at some point in time, there is going to be some new stuff happening here. So with that, y'all take care, and God bless.